Happy Monday, everyone. It is September 29th, 2025, and I have a message for you all today. If you don't know me, I'm Mel. I channel messages, I read energy, I remote view, and do all sorts of things. Today's message comes from the Seraphim angels, and I received the message during my quiet time this morning, meaning I wrote down verbatim what it is they had to tell us today, and I'm going to be reading it off to you in just a moment. Today's message I chose to title, Are You Awakened or Enlightened? And you'll understand in just a moment why. I believe today's message is going to be helpful to some in distinguishing the difference. That said, let me go ahead and read off to you what it is that the Seraphim had to say today. They who see the stars, wishing to connect, are awakened. They who reach for the stars, knowing they are connected, are enlightened. They who believe in something more are awakened. They who know they are something more are enlightened. They who recognize and admire authenticity in others are awakened. They who live themselves in authenticity are enlightened. They who see and react to what is hidden are awakened. They who see and observe what is hidden are enlightened. Awakening is the beginning of the journey to enlightenment. Know the difference and you shall find your nirvana. So that's the message I received from the Seraphim angels today. Now, I encourage you all to look at these statements that the Seraphim made more deeper than just surface level, for the very reason that some may be misunderstood or not fully understood, rather. And I'll give you an example. For instance, when they said, they who see and react to what is hidden are awakened, and they who see and observe what is hidden are enlightened. Some of you will say, well, does that mean we're not supposed to do anything? We're not supposed to care? You know, the ego and the mind will go that route initially, unless you take it a little bit deeper. To that, I have to say is, no. Here, when the enlightened soul will see something, will observe it, and then will decide what to do. Okay, or if to do something. Whereas the awakened soul will see and react immediately without actually, having an opportunity to really understand or process what's happening. There's a difference, okay? Also, when it comes to authenticity, I also want to speak on this real quick. Some of you may say, well, it's easier said than done. I work in a corporate environment. I have to do this and I can't be myself. Well, here to this I say, look at it deeper. Where do you have opportunities to be yourself? If you work in a corporate environment, for instance, and you need to wear a suit every day and you don't like wearing a suit, obviously that's a compromise you have to make. But how do you behave during the day? Are you engaging or participating, let's say, in gossip when your deeper self tells you this is not right, I don't want to do this, but you do so anyway without speaking up because you want to be or remain part of the crowd? Or, how do you react or what do you say when you're asked a question to which the answer you believe may be different from the rest of the office? Are you willing to say it? Or are you rather taking a step back and being quiet because you're worried about being judged? You see, do you get off work and go home and try to adjust to what another needs instead of being yourself? You see, there are many opportunities we have during the day that we can be ourselves. You don't have to be 100% yourself in every possible way in order to be authentic. We do still, are connected. We are still connected to other systems, to the old systems. It's not possible to 100% act or be yourself. However, there are plenty of opportunities where you can. And those are the ones I would like you all to pay attention to, okay? Also, I want to say, when it comes to authenticity, what is often misunderstood are those who try to be authentic. Look at what it is that they present. Authenticity does not require another person to accept your authentic self. Enlightened authenticity, that is, okay? There are many who are out there who demand or expect others to accept them for who they are. That's not enlightened authenticity. That's wounded authenticity. Know the difference. You see, there are multiple levels to these statements. And I also want to add, these are just part of what goes into being enlightened, right? The Seraphim chose these particular examples, if you so will, probably because they are more common among the collective. But you can add to this. There are many things that can be added to this, right? Anyway, let me know what you think about today's message from the Seraphim. And as always, stay tuned for more. Bye.